It started with a smile. Just a simple smile from across the fence. I had just moved into the new apartment complex in Ikeja, Lagos, freshly divorced, bruised, but determined to start afresh. My ex-husband, turned, had taken the house, the car, and even our cat, leaving me with nothing but my pride and a battered sense of hope. The compound had 6 flats, 3 upstairs, 3 down. I was in the top left unit. My neighbor was in the flat directly opposite mine. His name was Chuka. He wasn't the loud type. He rarely played music, didn't bring women over, at least not that I saw, and had this mysterious air around him. Tall, dark-skinned, with a neat goatee and a kind of confident silence that drew attention. He looked like a man with stories hidden behind his eyes. And that's what made him dangerous. The first time we spoke was on a rainy Friday evening. I had locked myself out of my apartment, soaked, embarrassed, and angry. He opened his door with a towel wrapped around his waist. Locked out, he asked, a knowing smirk playing on his lips. I nodded, trying not to stare at his well-defined abs. My keys inside. Come in. I'll call the caretaker for you. His apartment smelled of wood and something else, something masculine and intoxicating. The lights were dim, casting shadows across the room. A whiskey bottle sat half empty on the table beside a book, half of a yellow sun. You read Chimamanda? I asked, surprised. He shrugged. She tells the truth in beautiful ways. That was the moment. The hook. The caretaker came and unlocked my door within the hour, but I didn't leave immediately. We ended up talking about books, Lagos traffic, exes, and heartbreaks. One drink led to two. Two led to silence. The type of silence filled with tension, heat, and temptation. Then he leaned in. I let him kiss me. That night, I lay in bed wondering if I had just made the biggest mistake of my life. But by morning, I was standing in front of my mirror, brushing my hair with a smile I hadn't worn in years. It didn't take long for the affair to become a routine. Midnight knocks, stolen glances, messages sent with invisible ink. We were careful. Or so I thought. It wasn't love, not at first. It was lust. Passion. A way to feel alive again. Chuka had hands that knew exactly where to touch, a voice that melted anger, and lips that made me forget everything Ton ever said to break me. But then, things started to get complicated. One Sunday morning, I saw a little girl running out of Chuka's flat. She had the same dimple on her left cheek. Moments later, a tall, elegant woman with flawless skin stepped out after her, holding a handbag. She kissed Chuka on the cheek. He kissed her back. Wife. Baby mama. I stayed inside all day, confused. He never mentioned a child. Or a woman. That night, he came knocking again, but I didn't answer. The next day, he caught me by the stairs. You saw them, he said quietly. Your family? I asked. He sighed. My ex and my daughter. She drops her off every other weekend. I didn't ask more questions. But something inside me changed. The thrill of the affair was giving way to something heavier. Something dangerous. I found myself thinking about him during the day, checking the window to see if his car was parked. I wanted more. More time. More honesty. One Thursday night, as I was leaving work, my phone buzzed. A message from Chuka, come over. I made Nkobi. I hesitated. I was tired. Emotionally drained. But I went anyway. We ate in silence, music playing softly in the background. Halfway through the meal, he reached across the table and held my hand. I think I'm falling for you, he said. My heart raced. This wasn't supposed to happen. We were supposed to be neighbors. Occasional lovers. Not this. I don't know if I can do this, I whispered. He looked at me, eyes searching mine. Why? Because I've done this before. The late night sneaking. The broken promises. And I barely survived it. He leaned in. I'm not turned. But you still have baggage, I replied. And so do I. The next few days were filled with distance. I avoided him. He stopped knocking. But the tension never left. It lived in the air, in the walls between us. Then came the turning point. One night, I heard shouting outside. Loud voices. A woman screaming. I rushed out to see Chuka and his ex standing by his car, arguing. "You think I don't know what's going on?" she yelled. "The way she looks at you. Your precious neighbor." My heart stopped. Chuka tried to calm her, but she wasn't having it. "You're still the same man, Chuka. Always hiding. Always pretending." She stormed off, dragging their daughter with her. He didn't look at me. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I left a note under his door: "We should stop before we ruin each other." He didn't reply. Weeks passed. The glances stopped. The knocks ended. I tried to move on. Focused on work. Bought a new plant. Even started dating again. But no one made me feel the way Chuka did. No one made me want the way he did. One Saturday afternoon, I came back from the market and saw him by the stairs. He looked tired. His beard had grown out. But those eyes, they still held stories. "I'm moving," he said. I felt a lump in my throat. Why? Too many memories. We stood in silence. "I'm sorry," he said finally, "for dragging you into my mess." "I was already in one," I whispered. He smiled. "You made it easier to breathe." And just like that, he walked away. 2 months later, I still glance at the flat across from mine, half expecting to see him step out. But it's empty now. Quiet. Sometimes, love doesn't come with fireworks. Sometimes it comes like Chuka, soft, complicated, and unforgettable. And though the affair is over, the memory of it lingers like the smell of wood on an old sweater. It reminds me that I can feel again. That even in heartbreak, there's a spark worth chasing. Even if it begins with a simple smile across the fence.